And good afternoon. Well, it's afternoon for me here in Tokyo. It is almost 2 p.m., 1:50 p.m. here in Tokyo on Friday. And for some of you that are in the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, you'd probably be pretty happy because your week is ending. For some of us, we'll be working through and just doing stuff as usual. Um, but taking time off to celebrate our wins and to make ourselves refreshed. But today I wanted to talk about a about bandaiding, and I'm seeing this a lot, and I regularly get asked and I get inboxed daily about, do I have like a a beginner's course, or do I have a um, a single video I can watch that's got some tactics on how to generate more leads, or I'm getting all these requests about that. And you know I do my intelligence gathering. I was an ex-army officer. I do my intelligence gathering and I look at the market and what the market's offering. And I'm seeing that crap all the time. There's other coaches out there, and they're offering these like, okay, attend this one webinar for $200, attend this webinar for $99, buy this one thing. And they're giving you a band-aid to solve something. You've got a bleeding neck. If you don't have a strategy, and let's talk real, let's talk about LinkedIn in particular. If you haven't made a cent from LinkedIn yet, and you've been on it for any length of time, and you're not making money on it, and you're in the B2B space, you're leaving money on the table. It's crazy. 70%, if you're in the States, 70% of business people are on LinkedIn. Worldwide, it's 30% of people are on LinkedIn. So it's essential that you get on there and you get on there properly. Now, the main issue being, and I might have a visitor coming in, I can hear someone walking through the house. The main issue being is that you need a total strategy, okay? And I had a discussion this morning with my coaching clients. We were on a 2 hour Q&A session today, so lots of information was exchanged and lots of help given. But we talked about my program, the length of the program, and what we did, and I kind of reminded everyone at the start that everyone was kind of like, oh, okay, well, it's going to take that long, or it's that much detail can be learned about LinkedIn. And absolutely yes. I mean, I am talking about a complete strategy to take you from overwhelm, from confusion, to total clarity, to total workability of the platform, not, messing around in there, and actually generate non-stop leads so you can start talking to your ideal prospects, active prospects, not dead people on LinkedIn that you never will speak to, but actually active prospects, and start making money. Now, what I'm seeing is some of these other other LinkedIn coaches, they're doing these band-aid courses, and it's false. They are absolutely screwing people over because they're saying, well, here's how to get engagement. And they teach you this one tactic, and then they charge you $200 for it. And you go and do that, and you have a little bit of success, but then you're back to where you were because you get on LinkedIn, you think, oh, okay, and you've got one tactic and you're repeating it over and over and over again. And it doesn't work like that. Success in business does not work with 1, 2, 3 tactics. It works with a complete and utter strategy, right? And it's so important. So guys, stop going out there and buying these little pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces and pieces. I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's another coach, but whoever resonates with you, and have a discussion with them and explain what kind of problems you're going through, and see if they can solve that problem and give you a complete strategy. And that's what you pay for, because I see these add up. $1,000 here, $1,000 there, $2,000 here, $500 here, $200 here. Over a year, you've spent all this money and you still don't have a complete strategy. So it is vital. It's absolutely vital that you stop putting band-aids on your problems. And that's for any business, right? Not just LinkedIn strategies. And, when we talk about LinkedIn, I'm talking about setting up a full LinkedIn sales funnel. So it becomes a non-stop lead generation machine for you. That's what someone should be teaching you. But going out and getting how to optimize my profile, that's $400. I'll buy that little program. Or how to write a post and get engaged, that's another $200. I'll buy that one. Or how to do this, unless you already are making money and making leads nonstop on LinkedIn, then, buying a Band-Aid isn't going to help you at all. Isn't going to help you at all. If you are making money and you're getting great, those kind of skills up and learning new stuff, that works. That's fine. But if you're coming into LinkedIn in particular, fresh, or you've used it for a year or so, but you've never used it for business, Band-Aids are going to get you nowhere really, really fast. They're just going to cost you money. It's going to cost you in the end, because you're going to buy one, you're going to buy another one, and then another one, and another one, and you hope that maybe you can stitch it together. Maybe you get it from a few different sources. It just doesn't work. I have never seen anyone pull it off. And if you have pulled it off, make a comment on this video. Tell me how you pull it off. I'll get on the call with you, and I'll go through how you did it. And I'll look at your evidence, and then I'll be happy to you're the winner, chicken dinner. But I haven't seen anyone that is coming in there that has not had sales, has not made money from LinkedIn, and then magically put it together with all these little Band-Aids. It just doesn't work. And I've experienced it in multiple businesses, and I've gone through it as well. I call it shelf help. I've got in there and in another room, I've got, books and courses unopened. In my computer, there's a whole heap of stuff that, I get about 30% into it and I don't do it. So guys, avoid the Band-Aids. Avoid the Band-Aids. Engage with someone who can make a complete strategy for you, and invest in it. There's so many people I speak to. If you are committed to a solution, if you are committed to making it happen for you, if you are committed to your business, to being successful, you will find a way to pay for it. It's simple as that. There's always money, and as soon as you start working on the program and you start getting results, you're getting your return on your investment anyway. But, the excuses that I hear from people, they're so ramped up and amped up to get a solution, make it happen. And then they're, but I don't have any money at the moment. That is such a load of crap. I can give you 7 ways right now to go and make money and pay for any program anywhere in the world that you need it, right? There's credit, there's so much. There's PayPal can give you loans for 6 months with 0 interest. Even if you have bad credit, especially in America, there's so many credit cards that will give you that credit and allow you to commit. If you are committed to something, the decision comes first and then the money, and always like that. But if you aren't committed to it, then don't go down the road. Don't talk the talk and say, I want to make it happen. I want to turn LinkedIn into a channel that is making me money every month. And then you're doing, there's nothing. There's no congruency between what you're saying and then the action you're taking, right? So like anything, guys, commitment comes first, all right? Once you are committed to something, once you've made a decision to something, everything will flow from that. But if you're saying that that's what you want, and then you're using everything as an excuse afterwards, then you're just fooling yourself. And if this is a pattern that you find yourself in, this is going to be your limiting belief forever. Forever. If you are always tight on money, if there's never money for this, there's never money for that, there's never time for this, there's never time for that. These are beliefs that you have put into your mind, and they are going to limit you forever. And if you think you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, just stop. I know it sounds harsh, but just stop. Get out. Go back to the 9 to 5. Go back to the cubicle. Go back to a boss that you hate. Go back to colleagues that annoy you. do that. But if you're saying that you want to be a business owner, you want to be an entrepreneur, then you've got to start having the belief, the right mindset. It has to be always first, I'm deciding this, I'm committed to this. And then from once you are 110% committed, everything flows from there. Everything, somehow the universe delivers, but it comes with the decision first. Always has in business, always will. And the most successful people I've ever met are always operating in that paradigm. They make a decision. They are committed to it. They are resourceful. Instead of asking, how can I do that? Or instead of asking or saying, I don't have this, I don't have that skill, I don't have that. They're looking, how can I get that? Where can I get that? Who can I go to that has done that before and I can model from and then repeat that in my business? They're always looking for solutions. They're always looking to get resourceful and then to execute. So, it's a little bit of a get real rant here, and it's come up because there's just a few people I've spoken to over this week who are professing to be, business owners and entrepreneurs, and their mindset is just so off, and they're wondering why they're only generating 2,000-3,000 a month in their business. I mean, come on, 2,000-3,000, who can fulfill dreams with that in a Western country, in a first world country? It's impossible. It's impossible. How can you help people, right? You'll be struggling to help yourself. So, guys, going back to the original point, this is the way to save money. Don't burn it on band-aids. Okay, make a commitment, whatever it is, whatever your business goal is. Once you make a commitment and you decide, then you start to get resourceful. Then you start to get creative and you start to look for solutions so then you can execute on that decision. But the decision always comes first and the commitment always comes first. And whatever beliefs that you have that are limiting you, unless you break them and you absolutely transform them, then you've got to get rid of them and replace them with new beliefs. So you've got to, first of all, you have to acknowledge the beliefs that you may have, and then you've got to eradicate them, and then you've got to rebuild new beliefs, and you've got to stick to it, and you've got to live it every single day. And once you do that, then everything comes together nicely. So that's my rant today. I know it's probably turned some people off. Whatever. You turning off, it's not going to affect my life. But I tell you what, if you make these changes in your belief systems, and if you start to come from a view of abundance, it will have a dramatic change on your life and on your businesses. I've seen it myself. I've seen it with my wife, our businesses. We started off, and I think, those that know the story, I started off in Japan, came over here by myself with nobody, knew nobody, had no family, no friends. I had one suitcase, and I had a room that was smaller than this. My apartment was smaller than this room, with 40-year-old tatami mat on the ground that was white. It was that old. It was white. It wasn't even meant to be the straw color it's meant to be. It was white. And the one door was a sliding glass, frosted glass window, and there was a supermarket next to me. And next to that, in that supermarket, was the air conditioning exhaust, and that was blowing against my window. So if I opened that door, all I got was the stink of the supermarket, right? Now, if I had to believe that was where I was going to stay forever, and that was I just had to accept that, it's just, it would have been shocking. So guys, you've got to reinforce yourself every day. You've got to put new beliefs in your mind, and stop doing these band-aid solutions to things in whatever you're doing. Not just making a LinkedIn sales funnel and turning LinkedIn into a non-stop lead generation machine for your business, but any part of your business. Don't do band-aids, do full strategies. Find people that can mentor, can coach you, can lead you to a proper solution that is bulletproof, and that's going to keep on, enabling you to have success forever and a day after you do it. So that's my rant. I feel better now. Maybe those that are listening, you're probably like, ugh. I see people coming on and off, so you probably didn't like it. But anyway, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Listen or not, I'm a millionaire. So I don't care. That's sorry, I should never say that. But anyway, there you go, guys. And I'll probably talk later today because it's early. It's only 2 o'clock, and I've got a ton of work to do, and I've got calls up until 12 o'clock tonight. And then I have my own coaching at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. this morning. Tonight, I've got a coaching session with my coach, and that's the only time I could get. So I'm going to be, finishing a call at 12, having a nap, getting up at 2, and doing my own coaching. So, that's what you got to do. So don't talk to me about paying a price for things. There's always a price. Once you work it out, then you start paying it. Whatever you want, you've got to start paying it. Fuck to it. That's what it is, mate. It's and I'll probably go to 4, so it's a 2-hour session, so 2 to 4. My coach is one of the best in the world, so that's the time he's got. That's the time I'll be there. Yeah, Red Bull. Well, the problem is I've got to go to sleep after it, so I've got to. It's hard to come off the coaching session because you're kind of hyped up. But anyway, I work it out, and I love it. So that's the price I got to pay. All right, guys. I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your day. Friday, finish it off strong. And remember, pre-plan Monday. Do it before you leave your office if you're in an office environment. Friday, after 3 o'clock, everyone kind of winds down, but make sure that you set your main goal for next week already. Have a main goal and then break it down into daily tasks, and certainly have Monday already scheduled and blocked out in your schedule, ready to go. So when you hit the desk Monday morning, you're there with intent and you're going to go through it bang, 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 bang. So that's my advice. All right. See you later, guys. Bye.